Yo, welcome rivals. My name is Mr. Rosa Pony, a TFT Challenger player, and today we are going to review the limited auto chess mode that was available in Marvel Rivals. So let's jump right in. Main reason I want to make this video is giving a decent feedback, because overall I think the mode has lots of potential, but also many issues that need to be fixed for it to be an independent released game mode that has long-term success. The biggest issue, which also instantly came up a lot when I asked the Reddit community for their perspective, is the fact that the majority of the players dislike the length of the auto chess mode a lot. 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how long you stay alive, are way too long for the player base taste. The majority of the players are not deep into auto chess, and in the long wait times after module purchase they don't do anything like scouting, improving, positioning, etc. So the games feel unnecessarily long to them, and I can totally understand why they feel like it's boring. A perfect average game time length of 20 minutes would be perfect in my opinion, and can be reached by implementing different damage distributions and a different ramping economy. The next big point on my list would be the fact that the heroes and upgrades are not sharing a pool. In other auto chess games there is only a limited amount available for the whole lobby, which means if one comp is S tier in Marvel Rivals, basically 6 people in the lobby can play the same comp, while in other auto chess games, if more than 2 players go for the same comp, they will all go bottom rank because they will steal each other's resources, and this makes the game turn to a coin flip. And this is what happened in many lobbies where strategy was almost not needed. Pivots to another team comp are way too expensive, and you lose such a power spike that you can only do it in a few situations. So overall, not satisfying. What the game really needs to develop a healthy meta where not everyone is spamming the same comp or maybe 2 comps, brain AFK, is a shared pool of resources. Sorry to interrupt, but short self-promotion is needed. Currently 92% of the people watching the videos are not subscribed to the channel, so let's make a deal. You watch this video all the way till the end, and if you learned something new, then you have to subscribe. Another main issue was the team up. They were so weak in the late game and only linked so few heroes together that every hero could basically be played with everyone and still work decently. This slimmed down the playable comps a lot and was also part of the reason why we saw in the end only 4-1-1 being played the majority of the games. If they include bigger boosts with more unique features across the heroes, maybe by origin or race or anything else like that, we would see a way bigger diversity. Let me make one example. Let's say there's a group that is called Max, and if you have 2 you get a bonus, and if you have 4 of them on the board you get another bonus, which is way more powerful. And this way, if you spread this around across all the heroes, you can access a wider meta, and it also makes it easier for them to balance, because you can then balance around those special effects and don't have to balance around every hero individually. And now that we already talked about balance, another big thing was all the one-shots and the full revive. Adam Warlock, for example, being able to revive the whole team again, paired with terrible AI, often made fights 100% unpredictable and makes it really hard to do strategic adaptations to your setup. And this makes the game feel like RNG and not like a strategy game. Same goes for one-shots like Iron Man Ultimate, where you never know if he's going to shoot the enemies or if he will just fire out of the map. All of this is even fueled by legendary module upgrades that, for example, give you 30% chance to use your ultimate twice. In the end game, whole fights were often only reliant on who got the proc and who didn't. Again, makes it feel like an RNG clown fiesta rather than a strategy game. If the games don't feel like you can learn from the outcomes by observing movements and damage and heal distributions, the players will feel no need to play it because they will feel like their decisions won't matter. This brings us to another point. You do not get enough information to do decisions. All heroes need to have an in-depth info table, so if you click on them, you can see their health, their damage, their scalings on skills, and how strengthening module purchases, for example, affect them. And this transparency is needed to all the players to make qualified decisions based on facts and not only assumptions. This would be essential for a strategy-focused game. Also, I believe the fact that there was no guidance in the game to understand the mode made many players struggle and didn't even want to finish a single game. You often had people quit in your lobby early, and there has to be a way easier, more casual access to the mode with a nice tutorial so people can pick it up without hurdles. This is also where I want to say thanks thanks for the support. We had more than 6,000 people using my Google Sheets document that I prepared, where you could find all the information about the game. Here you will see the whole game mode being explained. You will have tier lists for the best comms. You had a tier list for the best heroes, tier list for the best team ups, best modules, best strengthening modules, explained different strategies on how to use the economy, all the infos about positioning, like how to scout. I was working on the damage distribution, which I couldn't finish, but there was basically all the information you need to play the game that was missing in the game. You could find on that sheet. It will also be linked if you want to maybe bookmark it. And one gem that we have here, shout out to Chaos Snake that gathered this data. We have a whole performance review of the Season 1 ranked in regards of heroes, average pick rate, average placement, which is a good point to start your balancing journey. If you want me to continue providing the support, those guides and those tier lists, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss it when the game mode returns and we are climbing the top 500 again. Cheers and see you in the next one.